Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to 8 Moon Phases. My name is Chivis. And in today's video, we're going to talk about WIPs. More specifically, my WIPs. My works in progress that I have had for some, I am ashamed to say, years. But that's okay. We're going to decide if we are going to finish them or if we're going to frog them. A few of them I already know, like, there's no point. Some of them, there's hope for them. There is hope. But I will bring you guys along. Before we get started, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please make sure that you do so and enable that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. And if at any point throughout this video you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button. It is free and it helps a lot. Let's go. Where do we start? I think we can do it by categories or by craft, and I'm probably going to start with the one that has the least amount. And if we do start that way, then I'm going to go ahead and start with sewing / quilting. And as of right now, we only have one work in progress for that, or one WIP, which is our quilt or our quilt top. Luckily for us. Obviously, this is going to be a finished project. I am going to finish it, get it done soon enough. In these next few days or weeks, I'm going to go ahead and film that update video. Alrighty, next up, I have the diamond paintings. I have already shown you recently one of the ones that I have, which is our moon one. Haven't advanced much. Trying to get finished this this phase right here. This is the middle one, and then we still have the whole other side to complete. So this is one of them. And the other one that I have, which is also not very much advanced, is this one. This is how much I have so far. This is what it looks. Now, obviously, these two are also going to be finished projects. I can't frog them. And I do have the intention of getting them completed. So that brings us to a total of 3 WIPs so far. Let's continue. Moving along, I believe our next category would have to be our cross stitch. Cross stitch, I currently have 4 projects. 4, and I'm going to go ahead and include the embroidery one, which, by the way, let me update you guys. I thought it was going to be weekly, but apparently it is going to be bi-weekly, or depending how long the projects are taking. However, for me, I'm almost done with it. So I know that I said I was going to finish it by Thursday or Friday, but I was able to join the live for this content creator on Friday, and she was talking about how she was going to give everybody another week to get it completed, and by next Friday she would share the next image. So I am going to go ahead and add that into our cross stitch. So let's go ahead and start with that one. Obviously, this is also a finished project. I'm not going to undo any of it. However, keep in mind it is a booklet, which means it's going to take us a little bit. And this kind of doesn't depend on me on how fast we finish it. It's just how fast she's going to be giving the next image. So, okay, so I have a little bit of a get out of jail free card there. But this is how we're looking so far. I started the body. I just need these little shapes, so they're pretty simple because they're similar to what we've already done. These 2 down here, and then just the body and the head. So that is number 1 on the embroidery / cross stitch. The next one would be the bike. It is exactly as you guys saw it last. As I had mentioned, I didn't like the image much. It's not the project in itself. It's not the technique in itself. It's just the image. But I am going to finish it. I know that I'm very close to it. I just need the wheels and I think a little bit of gray that goes connecting a few of the parts. And then the lettering up here, but I may change it up a little bit. I'm still debating. But yes, I am going to finish it, but this is how it stands as of right now. Along with that, I do have the other one. Again, this one is also very close to being finished. I just need to finish the flowers on the other sides here. Yes, obviously it is going to be a finished project. I'm not going to just let it go. Because I actually do really like it. I really like it. I've enjoyed doing this one and I like what it says. Uh, so yeah, definitely going to go ahead and complete this one in the future before the end of the year. Recently, and by recently I mean 3 days ago, whenever Wednesday was, I started a new cross stitch. So this would be number 4 on the stitches list. Yes, so that's how much I have so far. This is kind of just like to get my mind off of the other one that I've been working on. Now, I'm going to show it to you. As I mentioned before, the update for this one is going to be monthly, which is the moon one. And we have done a fairly decent job on it. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to meet my goal of finishing that first page of the pattern, but I am trying my best. This is how we're looking so far. I know the white is a little bit harder to see, but I do have it. I have actually 2 more squares to do. This stitch down here is where the page is, and then I just need to finish filling in all this other area here. I do have all of the details on that one, and I will give you guys everything specific in that update video, which I believe is going to be in about 2 weeks-ish, more or less. So keep an eye out for that. Moving on to the next category, which I believe now is crochet. For crochet, I'm going to start with the oldest. Now, I have this here. I have no idea what it was supposed to be. So this is going to be frogged. Matter of fact, let's do that now. Oops, a ball of yarn just rolled off my leg. Ooh, nice. We have flying fibers everywhere. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I'm assuming a beanie of sorts, but yeah. So that is done. It's not even connected to a full ball of yarn. That's one less WIP for crochet. Fun fact about myself, I love detangling yarn. I know a lot of people hate it and they'd rather just cut and move on, but I love detangling yarn. It's one of my, when I have nothing else to do, it's something that I enjoy. So I'm going to have a lot of fun with these next few projects that I'm going to show you. So the next one, this one is a project that is, I want to say 8, maybe 9 years old. I know. It was going to be for a friend's daughter. She had mentioned that the color that she wanted for her were yellow and gray, etc., etc. And it was supposed to be a blanket, which I have here. This is where I got. This is up to where I got. I know now. Well, I'm looking at the yarn that I have left because this is all I have left. I have no idea what brand of yarn it is. I have no idea where I got this yarn. I can only assume I got it from Walmart, but honestly, I don't know. However, this said child that this blanket was supposed to be for is now 8, 9, somewhere along those lines. Safe to say I didn't finish it. But I really do enjoy the stitch. This is actually the second blanket that I made with this stitch. The first one I was able to finish, and it was for an order, I believe. So I sold it, gave it to the person that it was for, and that was that. But I really do like this one. So I think this is one that I do want to complete. However, I don't remember how to do this stitch. So I would have to go and look at somewhere hoping that I can find how to finish this. If you know what this stitch is called, please let me know down below because I honestly have no idea. And well, it's going to be fun trying to figure out what this stitch is and how to complete it. But yeah, this is definitely one that I'm going to finish. It is going to be a let blanket because this is all the yarn I have left. Like I only have 2 balls of yarn and that's it. That's all I have. So I'm assuming it's going to be probably double this size if I'm hopeful enough. So not so big, but it'll be a nice lap blanket. Maybe even like sew it together and make a pillow. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to gift it anymore. The gift is like 9 years too late. But yes, so this is a project that I do want to complete, and obviously we'll see it in future videos once I find the stitch for it. I don't know if I'm still going in order. I know that I said I was going to try to go from oldest to newest, but I have no idea honestly. So the next work in progress that was also supposed to be a blanket because obviously apparently back in the day I believed that I could or that I was going to be able to finish all of these and make blankets. It is a fairly large lot of squares. Now they're not granny squares, they're just squares. Now, unfortunately, none of these are the same size. So if I wanted to make the blanket with it, I would have to block them. Now, again, the intention was to make a blanket. And the only thing that I'm missing, because I have a repetition of 5 different colors. There's 2 grays and 2 blues and a white for each of the stitches. Now, each repetition of color or each group is a different stitch. This one is the blanket stitch. I was actually able to find it. I'm so glad that I was able to find the name of this stitch. This is a blanket stitch. And I'm just missing this color for this one, which I can easily make because I do still have the yarn. And I believe all of this yarn is Red Heart, so I would just need to find the name. But I do have yarn of that color somewhere over there. This stitch, I have no idea what it's called. And then I have, this belongs to this group, this stitch, which I believe is the, I don't know. I don't know what these things are called. It's been too long. But yeah, I have, again, the 5 different colors. I have this one. To me, it looks like rice. But I don't know what it's called. But again, even within the same like type of stitch, the squares are not the same size. If you notice, this one is smaller. My tension back then was not the greatest. I'm noticing now. Then I have this one. I have a granny square, of course. Typical granny square. We have the waffle stitch, which I very much enjoy. The back doesn't look as great, but the front does. And then I also have just random baubles. But again, none of them are the same size. So, obviously I don't want to frog them. They're already in squares, but if I wanted to create this blanket, I would have to block them or add a border to all of them to try to make them as even as possible. So possibly like a single crochet border around it just to make it a little bit more even and then make that into a blanket. Obviously, I don't remember the vision that I had. I don't remember what I was trying to do. I don't think I had a plan. I think I just wanted to make different squares and sew them together into a blanket. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how we go about fixing this problem. Because for the way that I see it, I don't know. But yeah, that's one. The next one is also squares that I made because apparently I loved making squares. But for this one, I do have a little bit more of a plan. I'm pretty sure that these were not made with magic circles, which is why they're all a little bit uneven. But I have 13 in total. I think recently I completed them because I think I was missing like one or two squares. And I don't know if you've seen those totes where you put them like this and then you add one on top. Like this, right? You add one down here and then it kind of wraps around and you're able to make it into a bag. And for those, you need 13 squares. So I have the 13. It's just a matter of piecing them together and adding a handle. So I think that's a fairly quick WIP that we can complete. So I am going to be working on that one as well. I'm not going to frog them. I am going to complete it and make that bag. Hopefully it turns out okay. Maybe I'll gift it to somebody or keep it. Again, I am noticing that my tension back then was not as consistent as I try to make it now. But I want to say it's not too bad. It's not too bad compared to the other blocks. But yeah, so that's the plan for these. I do want to make these into a bag, and I'll show you guys the final project once it's done. I know that somewhere in my parents' storage at their house, there is a box with, I want to say, 7 started blankets. Because one year I believed that I could make every family a crocheted blanket. And if I still have them, obviously that never happened. So I'm not going to count those though, because those are somewhere away. I don't know what the condition of the yarn is. I don't know what the condition of the started project is. I'm not sure how far along I am in those projects. But I know they live in my head. And hopefully at some point I can find them. And yeah. Previously, as I was organizing my yarn, I did undo a few projects that I had. I had a corner to corner blanket that I had started, but I only have one skein of yarn of that. And it's the red heart that is black but has like neon colors through it. It's a really nice yarn, but again, I only have one of them, so I know that I wasn't gonna be able to finish the blanket in that color of yarn. And I believe now we've gotten to the final list of WIPs that I have, or the final item on the list of WIPs that I have, which is, can you guess? If you said blanket, then you are correct. Another blanket that I had started. This one isn't as old. It's about 3 years ago. And it is a Tunisian style blanket. Here's how we are on this one so far. It was just still adding row after row after row. However, this one isn't too old. This one is about 3 years old, I want to say. Right about there. Oh my goodness, they're all years old. The only ones that are newer ones are the cross stitch ones. And even then, like, this one is also like 3 or 4 years old. I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm not. Oh well. So this one I'm torn about. This one I am very, very torn about. I like it. I really do like it. I don't like how the back looks, but that is how the stitch is, unfortunately, and I can't do much about it. The only reason I'm hesitating to frog this project is that obviously I had been cutting the yarn as I went. And if I were to frog it, I'm going to have a lot of little pieces of yarn. If you see, as we go along all of the edges, I'm going to have a lot of little pieces of yarn to put back together. So honestly, that's the only thing that's keeping me from frogging this project, because I don't really have the determination to want to finish it. So I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn about this one. What do you guys think? Should we frog it? Should we finish it? Should we turn it into something else that is not a blanket? I mean, right now, it's not small. Like, I think this size is a little bit bigger. I don't even know what side I was working towards. I think this way. It was going up this way. So the bottom is a little bit taller, I believe. I even stopped halfway. I didn't even finish the maroon here, and I didn't finish the turquoise here. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm gonna leave it for now. But I don't know what I want to do with it, honestly. Aside from that, this is all the yarn that I have for this project. I don't have any more of it. I know where I got it. It's Hobby Lobby, because this one has the label. This one doesn't, but it's also from Hobby Lobby because I bought them at the same time. And I could easily go and find the color. I have the hook. It was stuck in the yarn. So I know that I could finish it if I wanted to. But again, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. But we are going to leave it for now. It's going to hang out for a little bit longer. And maybe once I get through a little bit more of these projects, we'll see. We'll see. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought I had more. But again, I know that as I was cleaning the closet or as I was organizing the yarn, I did frog a few projects that I had there as well. So not counting those, we have a total of 12 projects to complete. For now, I think, again, I have an idea of what I'm going to do with the flower granny squares, which is to make that bag. So that's set. The yellow and gray blanket, I have to remember or find how to do that stitch again. This is the only one that I don't know what to do with. Well, this one and these squares. Because the intention was for that to be a blanket, I don't think it's big enough to be a blanket. So I think I am going to go and put a border around the squares that are a little bit smaller to try to make them all a little bit more uniform in size, and then use that yarn to join them and then make a border around the whole thing. And then we'll see what size blanket it is. You know, maybe I'll gift it to one of my nephews. I'm sure they'll like it to just be, you know, throw themselves on the floor or something. So yeah, we have a plan. I have a plan. For the purpose of not wasting this video, I think I'm going to look for one of the projects that we can easily finish right now. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be a crochet one. I think the easiest of the two is either this one or this one. Let me decide which one would be faster to complete. That way we can at least check that one off the list, and then we'll have less to work on. Now, before I start working on the project that I've chosen, which is this one, I think these are fairly simple. It's just the red, there is a little bit of pink in the flowers. This one's already done, so it was just a matter of finishing this one and the bottom part. I think we can get this one done. Or is the bird faster? I think the bird might be faster. Decisions. I shall ponder. But before we get started on our project, I know these are the WIPs that we have, and unfortunately, well, you know what? There's another WIP that is technically not a crafting project, but it is to get my sewing room organized. I have been in there a little bit more, moving things around. I know that I've rearranged a few things, and it's closer to being move-in ready than it was from the last video that you guys saw. So I guess we can add that to the list. But I also have a list of projects in mind that I want to work on. And one of them is I want to create a piece of clothing. Sew a piece of clothing and crochet a piece of clothing. So there's two things that I want to crochet: a sweater and a dress. I want to sew a shirt or a blouse. I would also like to make a dress out of not necessarily a pattern, but out of a dress that I already own that I really like. So there's another sewing project that I have that I'm not going to say much about because spoilers. I would like to make another quilt, which is a snowflake quilt that I had mentioned to you guys back in December. And I want to try to make, because yes, I do have polymer clay. I have made earrings before. So something a little bit more along those lines. Now, in my beginning of the year video, I had mentioned that I would like to start an online store. So I know that these are little things. Even though I want to continue working on these bigger projects, I want to start to build up inventory to things that I can put up for sale. I do have the wristlets for the keys that I haven't sold. I haven't promoted or anything. They're literally just there. Because again, that's stock that I want to build up for when I open my online shop, hopefully. Polymer earrings or jewelry, keychains, I know is something that is also that I can add there and make as I, passively work on those. I think for now, those are the bigger projects that I want to complete. So there's a lot to do this year. And behind all that, I know that I had told you guys at the beginning of the year about another race that I've been wanting to do. And it's very close, actually. It's about 3 weeks out. It is on March the 1st. And it is a half marathon. So in the background, I have also been training for that while crafting and going to work, all that fun stuff. So sometimes you guys see me as I just got back from a run. I'll record a little bit and then I'll go run and then I come back and finish the video and all that fun stuff. So sometimes you'll see multiple outfit changes throughout videos. That's the reason why. Because I am preparing for a half marathon. And yeah, very excited. I'm a little bit nervous. Some days I'm like, yeah, I got this. I can do this. And other days I'm like, well, I've already signed up for it. There's no backing out now. But alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and pick the project. I'm still undecided which project is going to be a little bit faster to be able to complete in this video. But I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with this one and I'm going to try to finish it. No, I am going to finish it by the time this video is over. So I'm going to go ahead and gather all my materials. I do have my threads here. I just need to go and find my needle because I had it here and I had it in a bag and I honestly have no idea where the needle went. I'm assuming it slipped out and it's lost. Lost in the void, unfortunately. So I have to go and find another needle. That is what I'm going to do now. And then when I see you guys again, I'm going to be a little bit more advanced here or possibly done. Who knows? So I adopted the the gridding method for this one as well, which became a little bit easier. I did have this done primarily. Now I have finished all of this around. And I'm just needing to fill in the little red flowers on each of the things. Well, the red and the pink ones. So that's what we're going to work on right now. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that I did. It's becomes a lot easier to be able to identify like, hey, I need to be here. I need to be in this space. Instead of having to count like, okay, from this line here, I need to move over, I don't know, 13 lines. And it's just a little bit more chaotic that way. So I think, yeah, definitely something that's going to be staying in my repertoire as I continue to cross stitch. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and stop there. I know that I'm not entirely done. I just need the little flowers here at the bottom and the little pink in the middle, but I'm gonna call it close to being done. It's like 90% done. However, I do need to finish this video. It is already one day late. I was supposed to upload it yesterday, but yesterday was a very busy day. So we have our work cut out for us. We have things that we need to finish. I still have to think about what I'm going to do with these squares and also what I'm going to do with that other supposed to be blanket. But I will be making another video, probably one or two more, depending on how I get on with the updates of the WIPs. And obviously you guys will see it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.